Hey everyone, James here. Today I'm really excited because we're going to be upgrading the LED light on my Fluval Evo. Currently I have a Lumine Asta 20 marine light. It's a 16 watt light, and what we're going to be doing is upgrading it to a 50 watt light from Nicrew. I'm really excited. The coral's doing okay with the light that's on there, but I want to see how well they do with a more powerful LED light. So yeah, I'm really excited. Let's go and have a look at the box and see what we get inside. All right then guys, so here's the box. It's quite a sturdy box. Got a little bit of description here. It's the Nicrew Hyperreef LED light. Now they do three to my knowledge. One's a 30, one is a 100 watt, and I think the other one's 150. Don't quote me on that one, but yeah. Let's take a look. So this is what's inside the box. So we got a nice foam cover covering the LED light. We get a instruction manual, a spanner and some screws for the mount. Unlike LEDs like the AI Prime, which don't come with a mount, this actually does come with it. I think it's about 100 quid this was when I last looked on Amazon and a few other websites. So you got the instruction manual here. I won't go through it all, but yeah, just a bit of details in terms of what it's compatible with, because you can have this set up to tandem with other lights and set up to a app controller, I think it is, or something like that. But yeah, we ain't got that, we just got the light, so you've got that. Here is the LED light. It's actually quite big, which I'm impressed with. Looks really nice. It's got a nice gloss finish. Not ridiculously heavy, but it's not light either. It's got a fair amount of weight to it. There's the coolant fan, bit of cellophane on it to look good. It's a full spectrum LED. Apart from the light, you get a plug, which is a 2-pin one. The adapter for it, which is good because you don't have to plug it straight in, and you've got a massive plug to try and fit on your power strip somewhere, so that's great. And you've also got the mount here, which is a metal one, which is really cool. So yeah, all good so far. So yeah, that's in the box. Let's get it hooked up to the aquarium. I'm not going to do a quick whiz video or anything like that of me setting it up. I will just show you once it's complete, so let's get to it. Hi everyone, I'm just doing some maintenance at the moment, and I've been told by Nicrew tech support that if you take these connectors off and just double check that the fan isn't hitting anything inside this unit here, because apparently that's what the buzzing noise is. So I thought, well, bit of maintenance today, let's have a look and see if it works. So I'm going to take the screws out and then I'll have a look inside. Hi everyone, so I've got lid on just in case anything falls. I've took the screws out, switched it off so there's no electrical power going to the thing. So let's lift this off and have a look. So apparently it's catching. So this is the fan inside. I mean, when I spin it, I can't see it catching anything. But then it did make that noise just then. Alright, so after a bit of tinkering and fiddling about, I figured when you spin this, so if you manually turn it, after a while it starts buzzing. Now I can't see that these fan bits are actually touching any of this piece of plastic here, which is what I thought it probably was. But what I have done is just grabbed this fan and pulled it up slightly from the unit. It was pushed down quite low and quite tight. I mean, you're never going to see it there very well, but between the plastic housing there and the actual floor. So I wonder if it was just ever so slightly catching on the bottom or something like that. I mean, it's just a guess at this point, so I'm going to have to see how it goes. But I mean, I've been messing around with this fan for the last 10-15 minutes now, and I can't hear the buzzing noise anymore since I've moved that. So it could have been the fix, or it might just come back again, but I'm just going to have to monitor it and see how it goes for the next X amount of time, really. Right everyone, I just wanted to catch it before it turns off, but the coolant fan is now started and I can't hear the buzzing noise anymore. Don't know if you can hear that there. And then the fan's just switched off. Looks like it worked. I think what we'll do is we'll give it another week or so just to see how it goes, and then I will give my final thoughts on this light. All right, everyone, so it's been about 5 weeks now since I first installed this LED light, and obviously I was going to give you guys an update on the noises from the actual LED itself. So it's been about 2 weeks since I last recorded that little bit, and I'm pleased to say that the buzzing noise has stopped since I adjusted the fan slightly. It did come back once, but I think that was because I knocked the actual light itself when I was doing some maintenance on my fish tank, but it seems to be really good so far. So thoughts and impressions then, I think that the light itself is absolutely awesome. I think it does really well with the corals that I've got. Mainly I have soft corals in my tank, so it's going to do better, especially LPSs and SPSs. So it's doing really well. I have noticed a dramatic improvement in my Kenya tree here, which seems to be doing really well now. It's opened up really nicely. I've only just turned the light on, by the way. Normally that Duncan is absolutely blooming, and obviously the GSP, it looks always great there, so it's doing really well with that. And my mushroom there as well, as you can see, it's doing fantastic. So functionality wise, it seems really good. This one doesn't have the additional controller that you can have to connect this to, so at the moment I'm using a smart plug, but it seems to be doing the job. The only thing is, obviously I don't get app control on it and everything. I just have to push these touch buttons in the middle here, which can be a bit of a pain because I like to switch from this sort of the more day to a nighttime sort of LED where the blues are a lot more darker to make it pop at nighttime. But apart from that, it's really good. If you look at the back here, you can see you can dolly the light off, so you can have multiple ones of these connected all to the same unit. In terms of strength of lighting, then again, I haven't got a par meter. I'm not that over the top when it comes to knowing how strong the light is in terms of par, but I can say that it is a very bright light, and I know that because this tank, ever since I fitted it, is constantly getting algae appearing all over the glass. And it wasn't too bad when I had my old light. It's the same running time that I have the lights on. If anything, I have them on less now. I've toned down the brightness of the light as well, and I still get quite a lot of algae buildup after about a week. So I've definitely noticed an increase on my rocks at the back there, as you can see. So it's a bit of a pain, so I'm trying to work out the sort of settings a bit more to just sort of rein it in a bit, really. I think personally the only thing that I would see as a downside to it would be the actual light itself seems to be quite heavy for the frame that it's on. It seems to bow down really bad, and you know, from a visual sort of point of view, it does look a bit ugly sometimes. Price-wise, I feel it's pretty competitive to a lot of other lights. If anything, this is a great one because it's more budget friendly, which is always great with the Nicrew lights, and they seem to do the job quite well. Again, if you're a hardcore reefer, then maybe the light might not be strong enough to the certain types of corals you got. But if you're just your average Joe kind of reefer like I am, someone who sort of enjoys the corals but doesn't take it massively serious, then this could be a really good light for you to try. In terms of customer service, so I did reach out to Nicrew with the light and the buzzing noise, and they did send me a little helpful guide on how to unscrew the unit and check it out. So it was great. Obviously it must be a known issue for them to have a document to detail how to sort out the fan issue, but other than that, it has been pretty good with them. Again though, they did send me the light to try out, so customer service is always going to be better when you're gifted an item as opposed to buying it yourself. So it's for that person to decide, really. Yeah, so chuffed to bits. I think it's a really great light. Need to sort out the bend there, but other than that, I am very impressed. Enjoyed this video? If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Have you tried this light before? I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you're interested in becoming a channel member, make sure you hit the link in the description below to help support. There's a nice little low band tier there for everybody if they want to just give a little. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and until next time, you stay safe.